Okay, hello, I'm Patrice Leymarie. I'm the CEO and founder of itsartmag.com. I'm French, so probably you will have fun with my English sometimes. Anyway, I will try to be clear enough for everyone. So I was always interested in CG. I started a long time ago with an Amiga, a very old personal computer, and I started to play with 3D, with Lightwave. I think it was a 3.5 version, and Deluxe Paint. I also was a part of the demo scene a long time ago, so I was very interested in what every aspect of computer graphics very early. So a few years later, I started to work for the print industry, and 7 years later, it was near 2005 or 2006, I was unemployment, so I started to think about making a new website, something different from other websites. And the first idea was to make a PDF magazine. It was very difficult because I work alone, and the very, very first version of itsartmag was only a PDF, nothing else. And it comes to my mind very, very early that people need something new in this industry, a new kind of gallery. I was watching the web and how it was evolving, and I think Dig was pretty interesting. That's why, because the most interesting articles was in front page. So I was wondering why I can't apply this concept to CG Gallery, make something new in gallery, and not only have a staff picking picture, but also let people voting for the best picture, and to have something automatic in the process to highlight the best picture from the votes and comments. So the website starts like this with only the gallery, and a few years later I implement a sort of blog. And after a forum, it was really, really a big mess because every part was developed in their own. There was no connection between the gallery, the forum, the magazine, and I was the only guy to develop the website and to make the marketing, the magazine. So it comes at times to make a big decision. I wasn't able to go on developing the magazine, the PDF, and managing the website at the same time and create content. So I decided to stop the PDF magazines, and it was very, very painful because I think it was a wonderful experience, and to focus on the websites. And during all the year, I have started to merge all parts of the website to make the website as it looks today. The very last iteration of the website was done during the summer with a very new layout for all the article parts, making a new content for every part of a new content for premium tutorials. And at this time we can say there are two different websites. There are some very differences in the gallery. For example, I have made a strong choice, and I assume it's to not let people post anything on or any bad artwork on CG Gallery. I never look for a massive website concerning CG Gallery, but always focus on the quality of the picture. So if we think that the picture is not in the average of the standard quality of its art, we just remove it out of gallery. We know it's sometimes a strong decision, and sometimes some people are very angry about this, but I think people must understand that it's a way to improve themselves and not take it bad. Also, one of the difficulties was to avoid what we see too many times on some website, we want to avoid that people vote for one picture because they want to vote. So that's why there is a secret algorithm to give some pictures more importance depending on if the guy who is voting has already get more votes from people who don't vote for him in exchange. So I think this is the really difference. Since a few months, I have 2 people who helped me in the website, but during more than 5 or 6 years, I worked alone. So it was really, really difficult, and the main obstacle is, as you may know, the money. Because there is something strange. People want to, it's not strange, it's how things works today. People want everything for free. They want a website, they want to see pictures, they want to see content, but they don't want to see advertising. So it's very difficult for me to get money from anything else when everything is free on the website. And there is also people accept advertising when they are on the big website, but they don't accept it for a tinier website. So I have looked for a lot of different economic models, and I supported that on my own. And most of the time it was the main obstacle. And for sure there is a competition with other websites, because the main goal of the website is to get enough audience, and art is not alone. This is a really, really difficult question, because there are so many ways to think about it. There's all the people and new artists in the industries are used. There is an internship problem. Internship is really, really important, but sometimes people are used for making tasks that people could do for a paid job. And there is also the competition, the worldwide competition, because not every country has the same economic level, and it's very, very difficult to compete with some country. That doesn't mean that some country are making better jobs than others, but this is the economic world today. So this is difficult for artists, and it's also a big problem for them to only earn their life with their artwork. When they are working for a big studio, it's really different. But if they are working in the, illustration field, for example, making cover for books, it's very, very difficult. So I try to make, as many other websites, to give them a better exposure, and I hope it helps. I hope. Yes, I think it's complementary, because as you may know, I'm a teacher in a real school, and a lot of my students are today also using online tutorials and online lessons. And I think it's really important to learn something the theory. Like, for example, as you may have noticed in art, the portrait classroom by Isis, because you have to learn the basics, and you have to learn by yourself to experiment, and you also have to find other premium contents on other websites and find what you are looking for. I don't mean to buy everything, but look carefully what you are looking for. What you are looking to improve in your art, and you will find the answer by yourself.